5, 6, 7, 8.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Ahoo! Clarion's werewolf! Hey everyone, welcome to Threshold. We're going to jump right into it. As the cold open demonstrated, Clarion is now a werewolf. It was revealed at the full moon at the end of last session after a small drug ring was, maybe not a ring, but certainly a drug factory was disrupted by the heroes. Now they finally got to a place where they can rest. And I'll cut back a couple of seconds. The moon parts away from the clouds, and I'll let Clarion transform and take it away.
I immediately fall to my knees, and I did. My arms are shaping and getting longer and longer, and my knees the leg has to snap in order to elongate to give the canine back of their legs, and the muzzle comes out.
There's a stunned moment of silence while everyone.
I didn't just go crazy just now, did I? He's a werewolf?
Probably everyone roll initiative.
Yeah! Probably a good idea.
Great, some things happen, and I have your initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, we rolled on this at the very, very, very beginning of the whole session, and everyone got a 10 except for Clarion, who got a 20. So some wonderful syzygy right there.
Everybody's standing around me, shocked, and I just run into the middle of them and lash out. I think first one is a 2 swipes at Rasper.
Great, roll it. Let's see it.
Aw. Why you do? 8. I assume I don't hit Rasper.
No, sir.
Great, he's gonna miss. Rasper, tell us what it looks like.
You strike across my chest, but I have chainmail on, so it's I'm protected. I'm kind of thrown to the side, but not actually hurt.
Perfect.
Great, moving down to Jamie.
That happens over there. I go, oh crap, and I start take a few steps back, and ready action in case he tries to attack me.
Ready action to what?
To dodge.
Okay.
You take a dodge action.
Okay.
And you get +4 to your AC?
I believe he gets
Something
it.
like
I don't.
I think it's or maybe you get.
Yeah.
But we'll look it up. Val, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, crap. I was not ready for this, and I burned most of my spells. And then I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself as a bonus action. By pulling out what looks to just be a handful of dirt and throwing it at my feet, and then my feet start to blur, and I can move really fast. It's dirt from a well-traveled road, if anybody's curious. And that lets me take dash actions as bonus actions for the duration of the spell.
Whoa! Is that double your move speed?
Basically, yeah. And I can still take actions. So.
And move actions.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my normal move action to move a bit away to try and get myself out of dashing distance of this werewolf.
Great. Perfect. So moving on to Rasper. Just got stuck with some claws.
Alrighty. I recover briefly and whip out my shovel and sweep the legs.
Great.
You gotta sweep the legs.
8 plus 6, 14.
14 hits.
14 hits?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Wow. Ooh, and I'm 14... No, 15 damage?
15. Yeah.
Lethal
Great.
or non-lethal?
I went for non.
However...
I know what happens. Clarion, tell us what it looks like.
You're tripping him, right?
He goes.
I was tripping him. Yeah.
Goes in for the knee, and it hits my knee. Nothing happens.
The shovel swings hard against Clarion's knee.
Wong.
We can't hurt it. We need magical or silver weapons to hurt it.
Magical weapons?
Vel yells as he speeds away.
Great, Christine.
Great. I'm going to grab the length of rope that was on the top of my pack because I just used it earlier that day. I'm going to actually try to jump onto Clarion's back.
Great.
And try to tie it around his mouth as kind of like a
Like a bridle?
Yeah, like a bridle.
Grab.
I'm going to bridle him.
Great. So
Perfect.
give me a good old grapple.
Post
Yes,
athletics
checks.
Oh, you're going to totally beat me here.
Perfect.
Because I got 7. So 12 is my total.
Bite through it and you let go.
Okay.
Tears through the rope. Great. We are back at the top with Clarion.
I claw to get Christine off my back and still swinging at Rasper. Your pretty shovel won't hurt me. 23.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That? Yours, I'm assuming a 6 doesn't hit. But
Oh, you rolled 2. It's like, sir, that is a 2.
One claw. 7 points to Rasper.
Ooh. Describe it.
Christine, tell us what Clarion's miss looks like.
Okay, so he... Wait, oh, you're going to me.
One was at you and one
Oh,
was at
okay. I thought they were both him. Yeah. So you swing wildly at me, and I duck low, looking like I'm gonna maybe go for your legs next.
And then he's in shock at his shovel, and I just slash at his hands, try and get him to let go of the shovel or something.
Great. He, of course, hangs on to the shovel. But great. So coming on down, Jamie.
All right. At hearing Vel say that you need magic weapons to hurt him, I think to myself, there's only one magic weapon around. I go like this, take out my arm, ice sword.
Ice sword. All right.
That takes my action.
Okay, great. Are you gonna move anywhere or just stay where you are?
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Vel.
All right. Vel briefly considers running away because he is terrified. However, then he turns around and he uses prestidigitation after blurring a little bit closer to duplicate what he thinks is Clarion's favorite song, which I think I'm going to go with Sherry Wine. Because I can make faint music with prestidigitation.
Okay.
That's going to take my action.
Great. I'm gonna give Clarion a chance to make a control. Well, in 3-5 would be the control form check, but now is going to be a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
Yes,
Well,
charisma has to do with your identity of self.
Perfect. Being a bard, I have full proficiency at that, so 16.
Is there a DC in that little blue box on the one page back?
On the lycanthropy page?
Yeah,
So
the
DC to maintain form?
blue box. Yeah, it would be in the blue box.
Yeah. Humanoid hit by an attack that carries a curse. That's just for the curse.
It doesn't say one for.
I don't think there's one for like maintaining form or anything like that.
Okay, great. 16 is pretty good. So there's going to be a quick moment of clarity where Clarion briefly remembers who he is, but it's not quite enough to talk him down. But it's certainly a check in the favor of talking him down.
It did something, I think. Does he look sad? I think he might look sad. No. No, he's still snarly.
Rasper,
Okay.
you're up.
Angry.
Rasper, he's been slashed at his hands, but he stumbles back, gets back to his feet, and I'm gonna have him run back to Vel since he Rasper. Originally, it was Vel who knew kind of what it was, and Rasper was still under the assumption that werewolves were myth. So, where are you, Vel, relative to?
I'm about 25 feet off in a direction.
Away from, just away.
Yeah.
All right,
So you're disengaging.
I'll disengage.
Great. All right, you walk on backwards. So, Christine.
Great. I'm going to. He swiped. I ducked. I'm going to try to swing the rope around his legs and trip him.
Great.
Another opposed athletics.
Yes.
Natural 20.
But Casey, you have to make dexterity.
Oh, I make it dex based.
Natural 20.
11.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Tell us how it goes down.
Okay. I swing the rope around.
That was fortuitous.
I swing the rope around and tie it so it actually ends up tying a knot around his legs, and he falls and he face plants.
Great, and he's knocked prone.
I'm not going to use an action surge to take a second action. I'm going to hog tie him.
Okay, great. So again, make opposing athletics
Even though
checks.
he's prone?
Yes, he's
Do I
prone,
get-
but he's not.
He's not
Disadvantage?
incapacitated.
Do
Yeah.
you get disadvantage when you're prone?
I don't think so. No, I don't think in this case, because you're just trying to fight her off. She's trying to physically hog tie you. Your arms aren't.
Attacks against you have advantage.
Oh, well then maybe
Oh,
you get it.
so yeah, so take advantage on this. Maybe it's wrong. But I'm just
maybe.
gonna.
Oh, okay.
Mine's an athletics check.
Yes.
17.
And you can do
14.
dex or strength.
14.
Okay.
So.
17.
Great. You're able to tie him.
Great. Watch out for his mouth.
Okay. Back up to the top, Clarion.
First mode of action to bite.
Great. So you're gonna attack the ropes.
Correct.
Go ahead and make an attack roll against the ropes.
But they're behind his
Yeah,
back.
he's in a hog
He's
tie.
hog-tied.
hog tie.
Oh,
You
well,
can't-
hog
you
tie's
can't reach.
actually both are facing one way. But
I meant
you assume I'm on the
a reverse hog tie.
Oh,
She
okay.
did say I face planted, so
Yeah.
then,
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Great.
Then I don't have.
You can't bite the ropes.
I
You're
cannot
just
bite the rope.
Make a strength
You're
check.
trying to
break
make a
them.
break
Yeah.
the ropes.
Yeah, strength
Don't
check
give him
to
ideas.
strength check to break.
Great.
Whose side are you on?
Yeah, whose side do you want?
I'm on
well,
your
good
side.
7. A good 7 is not going to.
Nope, 7's not going to break
break the rope.
free. Let's jump on down to Jamie. We'll do one more round of combat, and then if he can't get out, then we'll assume
Probably.
you're...
I'm held.
Okay, at seeing Christine like be a badass and like hog tie a werewolf
Grab a
in
blanket
in one
and some
turn.
rope.
In like one turn, I go to my pack and I get out my blanket and some rope, and I go and
Muzzle him.
I muzzle him. No, I throw the blanket over him and then use the rope to like tie
Tie just the
around
mouth.
his
The
muzzle.
knapsack.
Yeah.
Hold
Knapsack his mouth.
Great. Go ahead while this is happening. Make a bite attack. You can make a bite attack against Jamie while he is wrapping something delicate around his mouth. At
Bite
disadvantage.
attack. At disadvantage.
Okay,
Well, that's
I
not
get
gonna be a
advantage.
disadvantage.
No,
roll.
no.
You don't oppose it, he's attacking
Perfect.
you. You don't roll to
10.
oppose it.
10 misses.
Yes, and misses.
Great. So you're totally bound.
We defeated the werewolf!
All right.
Wow.
For as long as Expeditious Retreat is active, assume that Vel is blurring around like a hummingbird. At various points, he's like, okay, we need to get him out of the moonlight as fast as possible. Jamie, you said you'd been here before, right?
Yes.
Okay, do you know any caves nearby?
Yes.
Okay, where?
There. That way. Follow me.
Okay. I'm gonna allow this.
I'm going to, since I now have 2 pieces of rope because it was bit through, I'm going to use the other end to create kind of, sorry Clarion, we're going to use it so it's like 2 pull ropes. So, Rasper, do you want to help me drag him?
Sure. We drag the werewolf toward
Sorry, we can't pick you up. You're big.
The wolf has no feelings.
You know, that's a thought. Maybe that's what happened to your kill.
It got shredded in the transformation.
Okay.
Just a thought that I just had. Great. So you drag him to the cave that it was a little while off, which is why Jamie didn't take you there initially. But he stayed in this cave on his journey south, and so now you're back in this cave.
Okay, we need to get him to the back, out of any direct moonlight.
Great. Drag.
You drag him pretty far back, and it takes a little while. But after about 2 hours of being out of the moonlight completely, then you see the size shrink back down.
Clarion. I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna pull out one of my component sticks and poke him with it. Clarion. Okay.
That's in a bag, right?
I think we can untie him.
All right, I undo the.
I keep my sword like right at his head, and while you're untying
I
him.
pull off the makeshift muzzle.
Great. You pull it off. It's Clarion.
Oh, thank goodness.
Welcome back. I start undoing.
Why am I hogtied, y'all?
Clarion, have you ever been bit by a large canine?
No.
Huh.
Have you ever been cursed?
Let's get down to brass tacks, Clarion. none of this running around the topic. You're a werewolf, and you need to tell us why you're a werewolf so that we can proceed to prepare ourselves in case you turn into a werewolf again.
What, werewolf?
Yes. You know, large,
Snarly.
large, snarly.
Werewolf.
Werewolf.
Is that what you were going for?
No. I'd rather like to be untied, but I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You almost killed us.
All right.
You transformed into a beast and then slashed at our faces.
I'm gonna finish undoing the ropes and hand him a blanket.
Just do us a favor. Stay out of the moonlight, because as soon as it hit you, you turned into a big, hairy, scary beast and tried to murder all of us.
I have no knowledge or recollection of anything you guys are talking about.
At this point, I had pulled out a notebook and am taking copious notes while still poking you with the stick.
Let me ask you this, Clarion. Where do you think you've been for the last hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
I sometimes have gaps in my time period, but I don't know what they are.
That's probably you being a werewolf.
That's
If I had
definitely
to
you being
guess.
a werewolf.
Can I make a intelligence check to know what a werewolf is? And
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna assume you do.
okay,
You know,
I know
I'm
what
gonna assume common myths and legends.
myths. Yes.
are his trade.
What is a dragon? Do I know anything about dragons? Oh no. What about dungeons? Are there? Epic fail. What is a?
What is a dungeon?
What is a dungeon?
Dungeon.
Yeah, you know about werewolves.
Okay. I've had rather lucid dreams during the times of the full moon, but I have no reason why that would happen. It's been happening ever since I left Sheraton.
Have you noticed a trail of dead bodies? That might have been a good... Yeah?
I haven't looked back.
Oh, well.
I don't look back.
Well,
Well, let's sleep in sheltered areas
yeah,
from now
we'll
on.
stay here in the cave tonight.
You're going to stay right there.
You're gonna stay right there,
I'm staying right here.
and we'll try and figure this out later. It's better just to press forward.
Vel, what do you know about werewolves? Anything?
Not much. No more than most of you would know. Just that they're real, and
No, really?
well, yes, it's triggered by moonlight. Like a lot of people make a mistake and assume that it's tied to the lunar phase, but it's actually just the amount of moonlight being shed on a specific area, which is why getting him out of direct moonlight should nullify the curse.
Okay. Any way to get rid of it?
No, not that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's, I don't know, unless there's a check I could be making.
No, it's I'm gonna play this pretty interesting. I'm gonna play this pretty mysterious with the werewolf curse.
Perfect.
Wolf's Bane is only after you get bit. It's much harder to break a curse once it's already taken hold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just gonna be playing my lute for now.
Almost killed you all, but hey, now I'm gonna play this musical instrument.
Well, I'm not going to sleep tonight, so
So do you want to take watch?
I'll take watch. Yeah, sure.
Great. Great.
Just see your bare your teeth for a second. Huh.
I'm gonna build a campfire and go to bed.
The night otherwise passes uneventfully.
All right.
How far away are we from Easterton?
Um,
A day?
maybe a day or two.
We are like here.
Yeah, you're a little actually farther than that. Yeah, it'll probably take you a day or two.
Okay. We're here.
And there's a couple of like way stations, so it should be pretty easy living
Great.
from here to there. The Easters, and actually before that, the Arrows, who had the region before the Easters, before the War of the Woods. They have Eagleman's Lodge. They have a hunting ground deep in the Arrow Wood, and so this is like part of the path to get down there. Deepwood Hovel is one of those way stations where the king would stay on his way to the hunting grounds, back when there was a king of the forest. Bit of history lesson for the day.
The more you know.
Okay. So you travel the next couple of days, and otherwise it's uneventful. You take shelter in a lot of the places.
Just keeping Clarion out of the moonlight.
Yeah, stay out of the moonlight. There's one close call where like the moonlight hits him, but it's not enough. Pretty much after the full moon passes, it's not enough to.
Does he get like a fluffy tail?
No.
I think it's like a kink in his neck.
Maybe like his hair stands on end and his sense of smell is heightened.
Point to your canines for a second.
And like a hunger for meat. But otherwise he's okay. All right. You pass a couple more towns, and finally, after a few more days of journeying, you arrive at the city of Easterton. You approach it and you pass like the farmland that surrounds it. Walk through maybe a few small villages on the outside, which are just Easterton adjacent. They don't really have names. They're just the suburbs of Easterton. But you continue along the road, and then you can see coming up over the horizon. You see a wall.
Okay.
It's the walls of the city. You're coming up on what's called the Woods Gate. As you get close, you see that it's a big black stone gate made of almost like an obsidian. Most of the walls are either stone, but this gate in particular is obsidian. And it is designed with two trees that are carved into the face that wrap up and curve around the arch in subtle ways. I'll show you this. I'll show you the picture. The Woods Gate.
Oh.
And it's a big gate, and this is a fairly busy road. Lots of like lumber people are coming through here, making their way to sell their wood or their trappings. There's a couple of guards up on the battlements, but for the most part, there's enough trade that they don't molest you as you're heading in. You pass through the gate, and you're kind of in a sort of nicer area, but the first thing, of course, you see the castle. It's called the Roost. It's made of I should say where it's situated. The city is built, there's the upper level where the river flows going south, and it drops off at a huge cliff and forms 3 giant waterfalls. And built on top, coming down the waterfalls, is the castle. It's called the Roost. It's made out of red stone from the north, like a fire red, and there are 3 towers to it. And the main part of the castle, you can see that also the whole back wall is a giant stained glass image of the Easterton crest. I drew it as well.
Whoa.
Here it is.
Gotcha.
So that's the castle, and you can see the huge waterfalls. Think like Niagara level waterfalls as they sort of thunder down with the huge mouth of the river that kind of churns through. It sort of floods the area around the castle, which a lot of people consider it to be the hardest castle to storm. It's maybe the hardest.
One side is waterfalls.
Yeah,
Kinda,
and the other side is water. So yeah, so that's the castle.
As soon as we pass through the what were the
Woodgate.
the wood gates called? Were they called the wood gate?
It's called the Wood Gate. That's the name of the gate.
Christine starts like fidgeting with the lace on her glove. She seems a little nervous.
And also to make a point, is Rasper Brad Pitted?
Rasper is not Brad Pitted.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Taking risky chances here. Okay. I just kind of start going with the flow of traffic. Not really sure what to do first. It's kind of overwhelming how big this is.
Do we approach the Lord?
Well, I think, friends, that we should probably set up a establishment for the evening, and then from there we can go on and do our various businesses.
Yeah.
So let's find a good inn for the night, I believe, and then henceforth we can go to that.
Great. What's the game plan to find it in?
I want to ask the townsfolk.
Great. Give me a charisma check.
You there, townsfolk.
Listen to
15.
my words.
I'm looking for a nice yet affordable inn.
You can see that this guy is a glove maker, and he's
A love maker?
a glove maker.
Oh, okay.
He's also married, so he probably is also a love maker.
Okay.
But no, he's a glove maker, and you can see him. He's
Making gloves?
stitching his gloves, and he looks up at you. You can see he's kind of impatient with your sort of country attitude. He looks at you and he says, "An inn? Yeah, let's see. There's the Gold Waterfall, the Grand Waterfall, the Grand View Waterfall. There's the
Gold View Water.
Gold View Waterfall, Waterfall Express, Holiday Waterfall.
Courtyard waterfall.
Take your pick. Something that might be more of something more for your taste. You might want to even consider heading up into the Bully Docks. I hear there's a lot of fine bullywog establishments up there."
Excuse me?
I said there might be a few bullywog establishments that you might want to go check out.
You may be mistaken, sir. These are fine Espervaldian threads.
Oh,
I have great taste.
Espervaldian threads. I
Yeah.
see. Well, welcome to Easterton. If you would like to give me a couple silver pieces, I'll give you some gloves to replace those Espervaldian tatters.
What other gloves do you have? I say, I'm obviously, I'm actually really excited that we met a glove maker.
Yeah, there's 3 glove makers in Easterton. He says, well, he kind of looks at you and he's a little confused why this group of people is traveling together now. He sees the way that Christine carries herself. He says, we have, I can make any kind of gloves. I'm a glover by trade.
I see. Well, do you commission?
Yeah, absolutely.
How much would it be to have a set of deep navy winter gloves with a gold trim made?
Let's see, cloth of gold. For the materials and such, I could probably do it for a silver piece.
For good winter gloves?
Yeah. For if you want the animal fur, it's gonna probably cost closer to a gold, and it'll take me probably about 5 days.
Okay. Here, I hand him a gold piece.
He looks at it scrupulously, and he takes it. He says, "Well, I'm very sorry if I offended your companion."
Oh, it's okay. He doesn't mind.
I like the name of your establishment here, sir. Make glove, not war. Definitely a nice
Yes,
name.
and my grandfather started after the War of the Woods. It destroyed his livelihood in the forest, and so he had to move here and take up the gloving trade.
Well, the finest establishment I've seen here.
Well, I am close to the gate.
So I'm sorry, I didn't quite get your name.
My name is Shawnee. Shawnee Soleil.
Well, thank you, Shawnee.
You're welcome.
Christine. I think what is the closest waterfall inn, I guess.
The closest waterfall inn. If you want to get as close to the waterfalls as possible, you go down to the market square. You go down to the Forest View Market. There's the Forest View Inn there. You get a great view of the waterfall. It can be a little bit damp and cold at night.
Ooh, damp and cold.
But it's certainly one of the best views of the waterfall.
Oh, that's great.
Why is it called the Forest View Inn if you have a view of the waterfall?
Fours is the name of the waterfall.
Oh.
Yes, there's Artis, Fours, and Utah.
Oh, 3 waterfalls. Okay.
Very good.
Well, thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure.
And Christine.
Yes.
I will expect you in 5 days. Let's see. 5 days from now is... Oh, perfect. I'll see you at Wayne Half.
Yes.
Of course, at Wayne Half.
That means when the moon is at halfway to nothing.
Uh-huh. Half waned, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne Half.
We'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. You see he goes back to his work and he rolls his eyes and he walks away.
All right, well, we go
At
to...
him or at me?
Well, most likely at me. So, apparently I'm an idiot for asking for an inn in the city, in the big city.
You just have to know how to talk with people.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not
All right,
nobility.
here we go to the end.
It shows.
Oh.
Someone's going to get magical stabbed.
Somebody's gonna have to have the last word all the time.
So you guys head down. You cross a beautiful bridge that stretches over the river. There's a great view of the waterfalls where you can literally look up right at the castle across this bridge. The bridge is made of the same red stone, and it crosses over. This is what is considered to be the mouth of the sherry wine as it twists all the way down to the sea after these waterfalls. And so you continue on. Once you cross the bridge, you pretty much come to the market. The market is where the roads coming out of the 3 gates meet in a triangle. So it's sort of like a big crossroads. And of course, the road, if you go straight, the road will lead you out of the city and curve around north. If you go left and down out of the market square, it'll follow the Sherry Wine River all the way down to Sherryton. You are able to pretty easily find the Forest View Inn. I'm going to write that down. The Forest View Inn is in the middle of the Forest View Market.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And that was just a quick sidebar. That was a thing that I realized a lot with naming things, how boring names in real life are. The stuff that sounds really cool now is literally oh yeah, so many people are called Smith because there were so many Smiths.
Yes.
They literally were just named what they did. It wasn't drawn out of a hat.
No.
Fletcher, Archer.
Yeah, exactly.
Cobbler.
Glover.
Porter, all these names. So anyway, this is the Forest View Inn in the Forest View Market. It has a sign which is a eagle on top of a gold waterfall. It kind of mimics the crest of House Easter, which I'll show you again. But without the green, it's just sort of the eagle pattern above a waterfall. And it's the center waterfall. The center waterfall is gold, and you can see the other two in blue on the side, emphasizing the forest waterfall.
Cool.
I walk in.
You see a nice, plump man. He's kind of waiting tables, and also he looks like the innkeeper. He says, "Oh, come on in. How are you?"
Very good. We wonder if you could get some rooms for about the next week.
Ooh, rooms for the next week. How many?
5?
I can do that.
Great.
Yeah, it'll be a gold piece a night.
Ooh.
Okay.
Excellent. I'm picturing everyone everyone going, ooh, and Christine going, okay. He says, well, great to meet you. My name is Jerry. I'm your innkeeper. I'm Jerry Blum. And if you need anything at all, you just let me know, and I'll get right to it.
One thing, Jerry, I must implore that I have to stay in room 5. Is room 5 available?
Room 5. is available.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you. I will have room 5. Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. Any other special requests?
Do you know where a good weaponsmith is?
Yes. The market district is actually full of smiths. I personally would recommend a friend of mine. His name is Twan Atkinson, and he's the best smith I know. He made the iron sign out front, and he's also repaired this bar a few times.
Get a lot of rambunctious characters in these parts?
Sometimes. When weddings take place on the bridge by the falls, many feasts like to return to this inn.
That sounds like a good time.
The time, it's good to be involved. It's not so good to clean up after. He laughs. Just he gives you guys the keys to your rooms. You open them up, and all the rooms. The inn is very shallow but very wide, so every single room has a view of the waterfalls. And they all have little balconies that face out onto them. The stuff on the inside is nice. It's a little water damaged because of the constant mist that is rolling in. But it's a classy establishment. Certainly nicer than what you're used to.
And we're paying for it.
Well, I'm paying for it.
You're not paying for us.
Oh, sweet.
That's
Score.
marked. I mean, if you want to pay for it, that's fine.
No. We're totally cool. Yeah, keep going. Keep going with it.
Well, I want to go back and just establish part of my background as an entertainer is that I might be able to stay wherever I am and be able to entertain.
You want to talk to Jerry about that?
If it doesn't take too much time.
No, Jerry says, "Oh yeah, hey, if you play for some patrons here, if you play some music, people love to come in, and they usually buy more drinks when there's a singer. So I'll waive your fee if you just play some songs tonight."
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Absolutely.
How late is the market open? Does it seem like active, or is it kind of dying down?
No, it's still fairly active. It'll probably go active into a little late in the night.
Okay. Then I set my pack down in the room and head out to the market.
Yeah,
Great.
That's why. I join Rasper in that venture.
Perfect.
Great.
What does everyone else want to accomplish? So I can kind of cut around.
I want to follow Clarion up to his room for a second and have a chat.
Great.
Sorry, you guys are going to the market. We're
going to our rooms.
Yeah.
Conjoined.
Great. What am I gonna do? I'm going to go with you guys.
Hey, Christine, you want to come to the market with us?
Sure.
Do you have that bar of pain metal?
That bar of pain metal.
The cold iron. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Let me go grab it.
Excellent.
I take it. I wrap it in one of my lace handkerchiefs that I carry, so that if other people want to touch it who can't, they can.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Great. So let's do our. So Clarion heads up, and when he's dropping a step off, Val approaches.
Val follows him at a somewhat uncomfortable distance, just like hovering over his
Uncomfortably
shoulder.
close.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, Val. I think your room's the next one.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about the journal?
Among other things, are you okay? You turned into a scary wolf man 2 nights ago, and you're like just.
I don't have any recollection of those times.
Right, but don't you want to do something about it?
It's only been a month or two. I don't know anything about it.
Well, I'm here to help you find out. You help me with this journal, and we'll see if we can solve your problem too, okay?
All right.
All right.
So about the journal.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Did you want to have another look at this thing before we head out?
Do we want to think, what was it? The like bequeaths like, something like that?
Oh, yes, yeah. The the one part that I've managed to translate so far, that the secret must therefore must lie in the transfer of materium from like objects back into itself. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe we could work on some more stuff around it. I'm starting to crack it, I think.
Well, I think we've got a notch, and all we have to do is it'll break the rest of the way.
Great.
Let's go.
Read it right now? All right.
All right.
Haha.
Are we just doing generic intelligence checks?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got the journal, they're decoding that shit. What do you guys got?
I got a 12.
Natural 20 means 21.
Natural 20! I'm going to give you 2 for that.
Twofer.
Yeah, you're able to break 2 of the...
Don't go reading it.
It's like, there we go. So I got here, while the Syraxian libraries have proven very useful, their incompleteness, I thought you guys were educated. Incompleteness, all right, is often
You are walking.
Davon was a
into
master.
relevant.
Davon was a master transmuter, not a master grammar guy.
Incompleteness is often frustrating. Without the compendium transmute, that sounds important, much of this research is frustratingly useless. Whoa. This one looks like a recipe. 2 parts rye flour, 3 parts corn flour, 2 parts warm water, salt. The missing ingredient comes from the part of the mother. Dough. I can't get that word. A pincer of itself. Mauritian bakers often separate their mother dough, so in case their disaster, their mother dough can be replenished. I still didn't get that. Can you read
Let me have a look at this
you
now
guys
that you've
got
got me
funny
started
writing.
on it.
Is he telling us to make a cake?
Mother dough. What was he doing?
Did he just write anything he came to his mind on these pages?
I mean, that's more my thing, but I guess I picked it up from somewhere. Well, this is still a lot of progress. Thank you, Clarion. I was
Yeah.
totally stuck, and you actually helped me a great deal.
Perfect.
Now what?
We make a cake, apparently.
To the kitchen!
Casey, I actually, your back. It's good that you translate it because your background does give you some information about that. It's a special type of meringue bread where you use a piece of. You save some of the dough, so you always incorporate it back in, so that it's like sourdough bread. How there's like a line that goes through, and they'll hide part of their dough just in case like it all goes
and
away.
then mother dough being the progenitor dough, and then okay.
Mother dough, just in case something bad happens, they don't lose their whole recipe.
Oh.
So it is a cake.
It's bread.
It's bread.
It's bread. All right, who's making bread?
Bread recipe.
Yes.
Cut
Have a bread
to
recipe.
Yes, cut to the mark. Speaking of bread,
Ja-
as you are walking
Jamie's-
through the market,
Jamie's eating like a baguette,
a day old,
a
cold.
day old cold baguette. He's like, I love big cities.
Some guy in a jacket sold to him. He's like, "Hey, you want some bread?"
Wants some yesterday's bread.
I got it for free because they're throwing out the bread. I'm like,
True.
you're gonna eat that cold bread?
You are.
You have the bread.
Great.
Great.
So we're first.
The market bustles around you. It's pretty much like a square. There's lots of food carts. There's pretty much anything you could want is kind of centralized in this one market. There's lots of people calling out for their food or to come get bloodletted, or if you need arrows. There's even someone saying that they'll bind books for you. There's beer cellars and bathhouses. The market's full of interesting things.
I just asked a nearby vendor. I'm looking for a man by the name of Twan Atkinson, a weaponsmith.
Yeah, Twan. He gives you directions, and they're easy to follow.
Great. We get there, and I assume he's in the back or in the shop.
Yeah, he's out front actually.
Oh.
He has his forge out front, and you can see that he's putting together a sword. He's hammering his steel against the anvil.
I hear you're the best weaponsmith in the market.
He takes his hot sword and he quenches it, and steam rises up. And he says, "Oh, I don't know about the best, but I like to think that I'm pretty good. My name is Twan. This is Twan Smiths."
Great. It's become apparent that my weapon, trusty old shovel here.
You named your shovel Shovel?
No, it doesn't have a name.
Oh, okay.
It's just my trusty shovel.
Okay.
And I pulled out, has become inadequate.
Can I have a look?
Sure. I hand it over.
He looks it over and he says, "Huh, I haven't seen a shovel knight in a long time." He twirls it around in his hands and he hands it back and he says, "It looks like a fine piece of steel to me. What's your issue with it?"
It's not made of silver.
Would you like me to silver it for you? Or would you, are you looking to have a new piece crafted?
Well, it's been a trusty sword for many years. Or trusty shovel. Could you make it one better?
Yeah, absolutely. I could silver it for you and just add some silver to the outside.
That's probably what you want.
Sounds fine to me. I hand over the weapon. And I'm also looking for some extra hatchets.
Extra hatchets, I certainly have a few on stock that I can get for you. You don't need those silvered?
No, not the hatchets.
Fair enough.
Just the shovel.
So let's say 50 gold pieces for the silvering, and is there the price in there?
There's a price for
Yes, give it to me.
100 gold per weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition.
Oh,
Oh,
great. So 100 gold pieces.
a fair price. I hand over 100 gold pieces.
So it's just everything that you've stolen for the past month.
For the past 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm the guy walking around the game that's putting everything in the sack and then is encumbered.
And then you go to your house in
White
solitude,
Ball, yeah.
and you just dump it all out into piles.
Fruits and
He looks at it and he says, "All right, since I'm silvering this for you, I'll waive the hand axes because they don't cost me too much."
Great. Thanks, friend.
Absolutely.
I have a question, Twan.
Yes.
Have you ever seen this metal? And I gestured to Christine.
I unwrap the cold iron. I hand it to him.
Cold iron. Yeah, I've seen it. I don't get the opportunity to work with it too much. Most of the cold iron in the city is being bought.
By whom?
Not really sure. We're sending it north. I've heard rumors that it's dwarves.
Dwarves.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, they are building something massive up there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
I don't know what dwarves are doing with cold iron because I thought dwarves were already miners. So either they've already used up all their cold iron, or but I've also heard rumors that some of it's being smuggled out of the city for a much higher price, also going up north. So maybe it's.
Do you know
something
anyone who
different.
sells it around here in the market or outlying shops?
Oh goodness, we're pretty much just a way station. It's been ridiculously hard to get hands on any of it. I could probably make a couple of good daggers with this piece.
That sounds actually great.
No, it doesn't, but okay.
Well, just in case. It's better than.
In case I turn into a werewolf?
Whoa. Is there a werewolf problem?
No.
No.
Okay, because silvered weapons and all this werewolf talk, and you got
grunts.
cold iron. I need to know if I need to get out of town.
No, everything's fine. Everything's taken control of.
Good. Okay. Great.
I suppose it's not a bad idea in case.
It's better than just seeing as
Sure.
a lump of metal in my backpack.
Yes, okay, sure. That sounds fine to me.
Wonderful. Yeah, you know what? If you let me keep, I think I can make 4. If you let me keep 2 of them, I'll do it for free.
Great.
I
Yes.
can probably sell these for a pretty high price.
Fair
Wonderful.
enough. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
The silver ring will probably take me 2 days, and the daggers will probably take me another 2 days. So 4 days from now.
Very good. That's close to the halfway.
The
Day
day
before.
The day before that.
Wayne half.
Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
Excellent. Thank you. And who should I hold them for? I'm good with faces, but I'd like some names. Just for my
you can
records.
keep it all under Rasper. Actually, don't do that at all. Christine.
Christine.
Yes.
Okay. Not Rasper.
I'm sorry. I'm a little sick. Jasper is actually what I was trying to say. I misspoke. I apologize.
Give me charisma, bluff.
Oh yeah, I need something.
Deception.
Do I have bluff?
Deception. It's called.
Oh,
deception.
deception.
I do have deception.
They're changing bluff on me.
It's 18 deception.
Okay. He says, "Oh, okay. Well, I will hold it for Christine or Jasper." Excellent.
We turn away from the shop, and I like kind of nudge Jamie. You be careful with that. As a matter of fact, you might as well do the face thing.
Oh, good. That's a good thought. I had totally forgotten about that.
Let's do it in the middle of the street.
We'll do it in the inn. Or the bathroom.
You in the bathroom. That sounds really good.
In the Jimmy.
Yeah, let's go to the bathroom and put on your face.
We'll do it. In the
Do it in the bathroom.
Great. You guys can. I actually I have some business I need to attend to. It would probably better doing it on my own. So
Are you sure?
it's just like formal things, like just setting up a meeting. It's really kind of boring. I'm gonna probably get lost because I don't really know where I'm going. So
You seem a little agitated, Christine. You seem a little on edge.
I'm just nervous.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm gonna actually start walking towards the castle because that's the only kind of place I know.
Great.
There is a meeting.
There are some lifts that take people up to the upper levels.
I'm just nervous because when you're getting close to that thing that you're always told you have to do this, and this is your path, and you have to restore our family honor.
Oh, I'm quite aware of this. Yes.
Yeah. So when you're like there, and it's right in front of you, and you're really afraid that you're gonna just teeter over the edge and fall down the waterfall. So yeah, I'm a little nervous.
Well, I have 2 suggestions for you. 1, have a drink.
I should get you some more drinking.
Shut up, Prosper. And 2, employ the help of your friends.
Yeah.
I'm not easily as nerve-wracked as most people, so maybe we can help each other.
Yeah.
You're carrying that death metal around for me. I'm
Death metal.
death metal.
Or Jamie's face.
So I'm gonna help you out with this diplomacy.
Great, thank you. I guess we catch the shuttle to the Roost.
Oh boy. So you head on up.
Is the shuttle occupied?
Yes. You notice that it looks like maybe some people are coming home for the day.
Okay.
You see some bullywogs, and half bullywogs getting in, getting into the elevator, and you can see that they look pretty tired. Some of the bullywog, their froggy eyes are really deflated, and they one of them looks like he's maybe dressed up as a butler, and they're getting on their elevators as they the mechanical elevator brings them up to the top. This is maybe their commute home for the day.
To the castle?
What?
To the castle?
Well, towards the castle, yeah.
Huh.
This takes you up to the upper level. The doors open, and you see this is the bully docks. Because this is like the wide mouth of the river, you can see here on my map, because this is like where the river is widest. It goes through holes in the castle wall, and it kind of floods out here. So this whole area is like surrounded by water, and so there's been a bunch of docks that have been put up. So almost like canals of Venice, but kind of bullywog slums, because no one wants to live up here in the up here in the wet water. And you see the bullywogs. They're like most of the there's like 2 elevators on each side. You can see that a huge crowd of bullywogs gets out, and they start dispersing. But you can see that there's also clearly a path that leads to the entrance to the castle.
Okay, I'm gonna
swings around the far back.
I'm gonna follow that one.
Great. It's going to take you guys a little bit because it's actually kind of a big journey to get up there to that point. It's going to maybe take you a couple hours to walk across the city. Meanwhile, Vel and Clarion, is that what you guys want to do?
Yes, I was going to, after we were finished with the journal, walk downstairs, narrowly avoiding falling down the stairs because I'm still reading on my way down. And I'm going to remember what I was doing. Oh, Inmonger.
Yeah, yes, that's me, I guess. What can I help you with, paying customer?
Yes, I would like to know where this town's magical academy / depository is.
Magical Academy. Yes, if you keep heading south into the Dry District, then you're going to find a small magic shop. That magic shop is run by a Byron, I think his name is.
Small magic shop.
Yes. There unfortunately isn't a large mage academy here.
Humans. All right. Thank you, Inmonger.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to start heading in that direction. Clarion, what are you up to before I head out? Are you okay?
I don't know if I'm just playing here for the night. Where are you heading?
I'm just going to see if I can turn up a few more things about these clues we have, and also just see what there's to see in the magical community.
Well, just as a point of note, they're called keepers. You call them innkeepers, typically.
I get the words. I get the words wrong sometimes.
You gotta blend in a little,
I bought cheese from a monger once. I got confused.
We all enjoy our cheesemongers.
Yeah.
I'll follow you. I don't know very much about the magic academies either. So,
your insight on maybe we could stop by a bakery too. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
I think that would.
All
and
right.
If they have any Moraine sourdough bread, I would love me.
Perfect. Innkeeper. Is there a bakery on the way to the magic shop?
Jerry.
My
name's Jerry. There's a bakery just a few doors down that I personally love. I overheard. Sorry, it's part of my job to overhear. I overheard that you were looking for a Moraine bakery. If you want Moraine sourdough, you're gonna have to go a little farther south than that. I think about 2 blocks down. There should be one on your way.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jerry.
Yes. Very well.
Thank you, Jerry. I will be here in the evening to.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
Perfect.
He goes back to mopping up vomit.
Poor Jerry.
Hey, he makes good money. Well, great. So you guys, you're gonna hit the bakery first, probably, and then you guys.
Yes.
Great. This looks perfect. So you hit the bakery. There's a baker outside. He's baking his bread together. He's baking his bread together. Come on, Steve. Learn to word. He is kneading some bread. He has on his kilt, his Moraine kilt, and he's mushing the dough.
So all your people wear those weird skirt things?
Yes, that they're called a kilt, and they're a part of our culture.
I'll never understand your humans, and I adjust my long coat.
Good day, sir. Long days and pleasant nights.
Long days and pleasant nights to you.
How goes the business?
It goes well. Not exactly. It's good. It's good, but
Do you get a lot of business? I don't.
I get enough. You can always hope for more, but I don't. I thought maybe that Easterton would develop a taste for moraine sourdough, but
Just the select few of us that are in.
I
None of us
guess so. It's starting to catch on. It's starting to catch on. I got this. I'm hollowing out bread to use it as a bowl.
That sounds like it. What do you put in?
You put in moraine swamp clam chowder.
Oh, that I'll have me 2 of those right now.
I'll get it right up for you. He spoons the clam chowder into the bread bowl.
Excuse me, bread man.
Yes, yeah.
Hi.
You can call me Mr. Swift, fastest bread maker in the business.
All right, Mr. Swift. Do you have some mother dough?
Well, of course. All moraine bread is made with mother dough.
Mother dough. Interesting. I'm going to whip out my translation of this recipe. Does this look familiar to you?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's the most basic bread recipe. Everyone has their own take on it, and of course, the mother dough is what makes all the difference. Depending on what family of mother dough you have.
There's bread lineage?
Oh yes, there's a whole societies down in Moray that are dedicated to mapping out the bread histories.
What? All right. Could I buy some bread from you?
Yeah, absolutely. You want a bread bowl?
No, just some bread, please. Preferably with its core intact.
It's oh yeah, of course. Clarion is devouring.
Wait, would you say his hunger is like a wolf?
No. No, we would not.
He hands you a nice warm loaf, and he says, "A couple of copper pieces. Give me 5 copper pieces for the whole lot of it."
Like a
Sure
silver
thing.
piece for the bulls.
Well, thank you kindly.
Excellent.
Kind of jealous I didn't go to the bread store now.
It's called a bakery.
Nope, bread store,
Bread
cheesemonger.
Yes.
The cheesemonger.
All right. Excellent. Would it be possible for me to get a sample of your mother dough?
No, absolutely not. Mother dough is a harshly guarded secret amongst bread families. If I gave you my mother dough, why, you could make bread as good as mine.
Fair enough. This will have to do.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else I can do for you?
Take 2 more to go. Those things are delicious.
He gives you a small size of like rolls that he's carved out. These are to-go sizes. Maybe I'll give you 1 more for your friend.
I bet he'll enjoy it. He
Hmm.
hasn't had anything this good.
Pours it out. And
Maybe he has to try the soup.
Yeah. Start slurping it from the bowl.
Well, long days and pleasant nights.
And to you, twice as many to you.
those Moraines are so hospitable.
I know.
While you guys are continuing, we have to go there now. It's gonna be so nice. It's gonna be like Southern hospitality. Like, you gotta come in and sit down to our weird clam, like mix of like Cajun clam, swamp, Scottish food.
I was waiting for haggis to be put in there. I was like,
Clam haggis stew,
Yeah.
and then the traditional Faraday goose.
and the Faraday goose. Just
the
an entire
riddles.
leg of Faraday goose sticking out of a bread bowl filled with clam chowder.
Anyway, you guys have arrived at the front gate of the Roost.
Okay.
All right, I look around. Do I see anyone? Is there anyone?
There's guards definitely posted to the front, and there's guards up on the walls of the castle.
Okay. I motioned to Rasper to kind of come with me around the corner,
Right.
and then I do him up, real quick like
Great.
It's. I'm doing it quickly, so it doesn't look quite as good as Brad Pitt. So we're going like maybe like a Willem Dafoe kind of like.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like him, so it's at least it's better.
I was picturing like Brad Pitt with like just one Steve Buscemi eye. Like it's a rush job. Anyway, so you do a Willem Dafoe face, and great.
I mean,
I guess we walk up towards the guards.
Wonderful. You see that there's also a little seneschal kind of a man with a clipboard, and he's clearly the one in charge.
Good day, sir.
Yes. What can I do for you?
He's
uninterested. He has kind of a pointed face with. I realize I'm not describing people. He has his hair like it's a little longer on the top, and he combs it all forward, so it kind of like juts out.
a comb forward?
Yeah, it's a comb forward. Just made it up.
No, you didn't.
I wish you had.
That was the moment the come forward became a thing.
I would like to request an audience with Lord Easter.
Okay, yes. He'll be holding court tomorrow. If you want to come in at the morning, a line will probably form. Scribbling.
Tomorrow will be fine. However, I don't think that a public audience would be necessary.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but the Lord is very busy and he doesn't have time for all the petty problems and to meet with everyone privately.
My name is Christine DeMarin, of House DeMarin. Lady of Marrington, the Adler
Yes. I thought the Marringtons were all dead.
No, we're not. We are very much alive. Thank you very much.
Do you have any proof of your?
I remove. I remove one of my white gloves with lavender trim that emulates the purple flowers that are around the night tower. It's the same shade. I take that off and I reveal my sigil ring.
Oh, your signet ring.
And then I
for sealing things.
Mm-hmm. And then I pull out my scroll of pedigree, and I hand it to him. And lastly, I take my great axe off of my back. Yeah. Is this enough proof for you?
He looks at the scroll of pedigree and he goes, yes. How is first thing in the morning for you? His lordship prefers to not see anyone until 11. He likes to sleep late. So come first thing maybe at noon, and I'll make sure that the meeting is
set up?
Arranged.
Thank
Yes.
you so much.
Absolutely. Are you in town?
Yes.
We can. I'm sure his lordship would be very offended if he did not show you hospitality. You've come all this way from the night tower.
Mm-hmm.
Can we prepare a room for you?
I'm actually staying at a wonderful.
Yes, you can prepare a room for us.
And who are these?
I am traveling with companions and friends. You would, in addition to providing a room for me, you would also have to provide rooms and proper attire.
How many are there?
There are 5 of us in total.
Yes, 5. Perhaps then, better than court tomorrow. Perhaps this meeting should take place in private. If you and these are your companions? And
there are 2 others.
You have 2 others. Well, send word from them. We can take them inside and we can have them fitted for more court. Look in particular, Rasper.
I'm like scratching my balls. He's like,
some more court appropriate attire.
Of course.
Please come this way.
Okay.
He walks you into the castle, and the guards stand down. You walk into one of the. There's the front tower here, and then the 2 back towers are in the back. He walks you into a courtyard, which is, of course, is heavy stone, sort of built into the waterfall. There's a nice little garden that surrounds the court. he takes you into the main building, up a flight of stairs over to one of the towers that overlooks the waterfall, and now you see it from the other section. The towers actually go beyond the waterfall, so you're like up and over them. You can look down and see the inn and the
So it's like a
whole
penthouse.
place below. Yeah, pretty much. It's like the highest point in the city, and
Wow.
you're up in the guest tower. And he says, "So this is our guest wing for visiting guests. Since the king isn't staying here, we'll put you in the king's suite. So it's a a big king's room, and then like some other fairly nice rooms, and then like servants' quarters, and it's like a whole wing designed for housing the king when he stays. So it's like it makes the inn like look like fucking Bullybog."
Well, thank you so much. Our other companions and the rest of our belongings are in the Four Views Inn.
Yes.
The innkeeper, Jerry. I said that we would stay for a little while, so I'm gonna put together a tiny little little sack of gold. It's like this is for.
Oh no,
our
we
nights.
simply, if you've already paid your inn cost, his lordship will certainly pay it, and we'll send porters and word for your friends here. Do you have like your bags or anything with you or anything like that?
I had like
Currently?
a couple of things.
Like
just,
my satchel of.
Okay. He snaps his fingers and a couple of bullywogs come out.
What do they sound like?
What?
What do they sound like?
They don't say anything. They
Oh.
don't make any sounds because they are professional. And they come over and they take your bag and they speak common. They say, "Please, let us take your bags up to your rooms."
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I keep my great axe with me though.
Okay, and you hear the seneschal in Bullywog. He gives them orders in Bullywog. Bully, 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 wog. And
Rasper. When they come to get Rasper's things, he kind of he doesn't understand what's going on. He kind of yanks his stuff away and then like pushes them back.
He says, "Oh no! They're going to take the things to the room, and then they're going to go and collect your things at the inn and send word to your other companions."
Yeah.
I'll keep my things.
I'll give them the names of.
As you wish.
I give them Clarion and Belle's names and descriptions.
Excellent, and we'll be sure to pay your tab at the inn. I hope you weren't staying in those facilities too long.
No, we're going on hour 2 right now.
Oh, good. Then it's not too late. Excellent. We hope you enjoy your stay. Please, if you need anything, just ring one of these bells, and one of the house servants will come and make sure that you have it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I take the bell.
This is bully, bully. And the bullywogs bow and they leave. Meanwhile, at the magic shop.
All right. Vel is licking his fingers and goes, "Clarion, I stand corrected. That Mr. Swift is a genius. You can eat the bowl."
The entire bowl.
Zero waste.
Except for the spoon.
The clamshells.
The clamshell is the spoon.
Still clamshells.
Genius.
Brilliant!
All right.
Great. You arrive. The building, for being in kind of a nice district, it's far enough from the waterfall that it's dry. But one of the things that you definitely notice is that the whole thing has kind of a rundown vibe. Looks like it's been miscared for.
All right. Well, we're going to walk in.
Great. The smell of boiling rose water fills the air as you walk inside.
Also known as the smell of old lady.
Yeah, it's the smell of old lady. The smell of old lady fills the air.
I don't know the smell.
It's old lady, but like with like paprika or something, like some like really spicy, like an old lady who like just loves Tapatio or something.
Perfect.
Hello.
You hear someone come like, "We're closed!"
She's pouring Tapatio in her.
Not quite the library I was hoping for.
You do see lots of piles of books and different magic ingredients like hanging from the ceiling to dry, and just collections of odd magical odds and ends piled about, dowsing rods and bones that you can divinate with.
Right.
Evening, ma'am. Why is the Magic Academy so unwell kept?
You see out of the back room come this woman. She's tall. She's an elf. Pointy ears. Long white hair. She looks like fairly like starting to get up there for an elf. Maybe around Davon's age, maybe a little older. And she comes out and she says, "Hello," and she takes a sip of her rose water, her boiling rose water tea.
You're one of the people. I haven't seen another elf since I came up here.
Hello. They start talking in Elvish.
Right.
Hello. How are you? Welcome. Please. Here. She just drops the rose water, and it shatters. But she waves her hand, and it just like prestidigitates up onto the table to the side of her. She runs to the back of the kitchen, grabs a couple of tea mugs, and just pours 3 new glasses, and brings them out and hands them to all of you. Says, "Here you are," and then in orc to Clarion. "There you go." Very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Do you speak orc?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious. And she like thinks that she corrects the mistake. Like, oh, sorry. Back to common. There you are. And takes a sip of the rose water and sets it down. Says, "So, you finally arrived. I have so much to teach you."
Excuse me?
You must be the young man that they sent the Shadow Proclamation.
What? Well, yes, I was a shadow, but I did not know that I was
I thought you were my shadow. Well, what can I help you with?
You were waiting for a shadow?
Yes, I've been waiting quite a long time. See, I'm getting up there, and they said that they would send me one, but they haven't arrived. It's been a good, 200 years now.
How peculiar.
Yes, I'm starting to get worried.
I'd give it another 100 just to be sure.
Just to be safe, yes, before I start writing a strongly worded message back home.
You know how bureaucracy like this can work, especially...
Simply, the Imperium has really fallen downhill in the last 2,000 years.
Yes, I suppose it has.
How long do you guys live?
About 1,000 years. Shamefully. Quite disgraceful, really.
Pardon me asking, ma'am, but how old would you be?
Oh, well, let's see. I'm 984 years.
Oh, well.
She's gonna die real soon.
Yes, which is why I was hoping for my shadow to give them as much information as possible. But,
Well, I have a shadow right there cast by the candlelight. I don't...
Clarion, please.
what can I help you with?
Well, I was just... my master was recently lost, and I've been trying to decipher his journal. I was hoping... a little out of character here. Do I have any idea what the Syraxian libraries are?
Yeah, you would know that they're big libraries in some of the ancient human cities on Syraxis. Human libraries are actually better and older than elven libraries because elves for so long didn't need to write as much down.
Oh, fair enough.
Because they lived for 10,000 years. So
right. It mentioned something called the Compendium Transmate.
Yes, the Compendium Transmate. It's used to be, from what I've read, it was the book on transmutation magic, but unfortunately, it's been lost for a long time.
Of course it has.
Yes, so many of us have searched the elven libraries.
I'm sure.
And the libraries on all the continents, but so far a complete copy has not been found. Fragments, the transmate fragments have of course been found.
Do you know anything about bread?
Yes, there is there's this sweet bread that is so light and flaky. Sherry bakers make it, and they just layer lots of little flaky crusts.
Okay, thank you.
I like to put a little bit of it's my own special recipe.
Yes.
you take spicy peppers and you grind them up and you add a little oil and a little water, and then you can add it to just about anything and it makes it spicy.
Fascinating. Forgive me, Elder. Unfortunately, we don't have a terrible amount of time.
No, we never have a terrible amount of time.
Not anymore, do we?
No.
Anyway, I was curious if you had anything regarding transmutation that I might be able to pour over here.
Yes, we of course have. I have some lodestones.
Good there. Clink, clink.
Oh, what a fine set of lodestones.
Found them myself.
Oh, good. Let's see. Lodestones. I could give you a few lines of a recipe to a philosopher's stone.
Certainly, I'll take anything that you can on that.
Absolutely, anything to help the good work. She writes on a piece of paper. She hands it to you.
Fantastic. Now, just one more thing, and I'm going to frantically run around the room grabbing random knickknacks, and I'm going to restock all my spell components.
How blessed you are to be traveling with such a charming young elf.
Yeah, he fits right in with the rest of us.
She sips her spicy rose
And
water.
I pull a rose leaf at him.
All right, I'm gonna come back with my arms just full of random, twigs and weird half discs of wood and just colored sands and metal fillings. Just I need all of these.
Yes. That will be 95 silver pieces.
That's awful steep for such simple components. Sorry.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. 10 silver pieces. I'm not good at this.
That's quite all right. That 10 silver pieces is perfectly acceptable.
Excellent.
Thank
and
you.
Here is your change. And she stacks 3 gold pieces.
Haggle some more!
Are you okay, Elder?
She smiles like a job well done. And you see her take the silver pieces into the back, and she just takes a big chest that's just filled with gold and platinum. She just puts them on the top, it up, doesn't lock it, it just closes, and it doesn't quite close all the way. There's 1 gold piece too many, and she grabs it and looks at it and goes, oh, and she just crushes it into dust.
Puts it in the tea.
If you don't mind my asking,
Yeah.
this shop looks like it's seen better days. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome. And what was your name, young man?
Vel.
Vel. Well, that doesn't sound like a full name to me.
It's not.
Oh, well, best of luck. I hope that whoever's shadow you are is carried on in you.
We can hope for it.
Absolutely. She sits down and turns, grabs a few more gold pieces and turns them into a sweet cake. Eats it as you guys leave.
She's the nicest old
lady.
Elves are nuts!
Apparently I'm normal for an elf. All right.
That's the twist. Belle is the normal one.
Or just there are many elves that are as out there as Belle is.
That's even better. All right. Well, I think that went pretty well.
If you say so.
Back to the inn, Claria.
It sounds like that would be the case.
You arrive at the inn and there's a finely dressed bullywog there. And he smiles and he says in a croaky voice, he says, your presence is requested at the Roost.
The Roost?
Yes, we have already sent porters to take your possessions and you will be housed in the King Tower. That's that tower there.
Upon whose request?
Why, the Lord's request. Lord Easterton. Lord Easter. You got me doing it now. Lord Easter.
Then,
All right.
I guess we'll follow this
You
guy.
are the ones with the Demarin woman, yes? Excuse me, Lady Demarin. Bad bullywog. Bad bullywog.
Bully, bully, bully.
What if that was a swear?
Yeah.
I cursed
Maybe.
on your mother's voice.
You go with him.
Yes.
You see Jerry like counting a large pile of money, and he says, "Don't worry about playing, Clarion.
Oh.
But come by anytime you want."
Bye, Jerry.
Long
Not
days
any
and pleasant
longer.
nights, Jerry.
Yes, pleasant indeed. I can double book these rooms. Great, you make your way up to the elevator. There's fewer bullywogs now at the lift, but you can see some really tired bullywogs that are maybe finishing a second job are in the elevator, and they're making their way up to the top. It's especially sad, like with the new picture of bullywogs in the
Yeah.
monster manual. Have you guys seen
No.
those? Oh, it's so sad.
You're gonna make me like them. Like you made me like goblins in Path.
Yeah, look at him.
Oh.
They're like sad little frog people.
They're like Skippy.
Now picture one in a suit.
Frog people.
Yeah, that picture one in a suit. Well, this one is like with one of those big ruffly
Yeah.
things.
Fantastic. He's like Mr. Toad.
Yeah, and so he takes you to the tower, and he says, "Why don't you? If there's anything else you need, simply ring the bell, and a bullywog will be there to get it for you. And please let me know if there's anything else I can help you with."
Thank you.
Absolutely. So you guys are all together now in the
Yes.
lavish living room.
Well, welcome to my world.
Vel.
Huh?
Check this out.
Oh no!
A little bullywog, his bare flappy feet hitting the floor, and he says, "Yes."
Oh, I'm sorry. I rang you by mistake. Sorry.
Oh, very well, sir.
You're a terrible person.
Another mistake, sir?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yes, I understand.
I'm gonna take that
Jay.
bell now.
Oh, they love it. It's a fun game.
No, it's not.
I take the bell and put it in a pocket in my coat.
Oh no. We're not gonna see that again.
Not until combat.
I want to see that bell like cause a thunder collapse or something.
Who knows?
Are there any? Can you describe the room we're in a little bit?
Yeah, it's all decorated in green and yellow, which are the colors of House Easter. Green and yellow. The eagle motif is very strong. There's a big hearth with sort of like a set of like nice sofas that surround it. Though the waterfalls do kick up a lot of cold, damp air, so the fire has been lit and is giving the room a nice, warm feel. It all feels very cozy in general. There are some nice drapes, some nice curtains, and of course, like art pieces filtered about depicting eagles or trees or. There's one particular painting showing the Eastertons triumphing over the arrows during the War of the Wood. And there is, of course, another mural depicting the Battle of Owlton, and the X-Men are battling Metallico.
Okay.
They're battling Metallico. It's lovingly painted.
Well, I'm off to get some booze. He doesn't bother to ring the bell. He just walks out of the room and then aimlessly looks one way down in the one hole and then the other, and just chooses the direction and is off.
You make your way to the kitchen where there's some very, very expensive vintage of sherry wine.
Great.
They're stocked there.
I take a handful of bottles as I start chugging one.
There's some bullywogs and humans cooking back then to say, "Oh, very good, sir, very good."
as I pull the cork out of my teeth.
You can see like one of the head chef's face kind of goes, but they don't dare say anything. You guys, I'm gonna assume, relax and enjoy the fineries of life. We'll maybe pick it up back there next time, but we're getting close to our.
Take a nice long wash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In the baths, which are heated by fires, the bullywogs will fill up your bath for you.
Or not.
Or they won't. Or a cold bath. You could just take a cold dip outside.
Time
Just
to
jump off the waterfall.
It's time for Vel to curl up on a couch with a journal and a hunk of bread and do what he does best. Take notes on the bread.
I'm going to decide I want to go outside and take a dip in the cold water. I go, how do I get down there? I run over to Vel. I shake Vel to get the bell to ring.
It dings.
Please don't do that.
Coat. A bullywog comes up. Yes, sir.
I need to get down to the water.
Yes, sir. Would you like me to lead you, or
No, I'll just do this. I hop into his arms.
Yes, very well, sir.
You're the worst half-elf in existence.
And the bullywog pads his way down.
Everybody had a great night.
So I'm gonna call it there with Jamie soaking in the tub, Rasper getting drunk. I'm assuming Christine is sleeping. Clarion is staring out the window, strumming his lute, and Vel is curled up by the fire, writing his notes. The night's gonna pass uneventfully, and we're gonna call it there for the evening. Questions, comments, concerns. Next session is of course the big court scene. Oh, you guys have also been fitted for robes, so think about how your super nice clothes are gonna be.
Like what style they each are? Cause
Well, just how you would design your nice clothes. Of course.
Were they supplied?
Yeah, they were supplied.
Okay, so they weren't custom tailored then.
No, they
They
were
are
custom
custom
tailored.
Oh, custom tailored. But by our request. So at our
And they
instruction.
fit. Yeah.
yeah, so you're just gonna be like
Oh,
leather
wow.
with flames.
It's gonna be Mr. Furious.
Oh my god, that would be awesome. Yeah, and I'm sure Vel will just get a new coat with new pockets.
It's gonna be pretty much the same. Less clam chowder stains.
Less, not no. Questions, comments, concerns.
This is fun.
It was fun.
I like exploring the big city.
Does the city feel big? Does it
Yeah.
feel bigger than cities in the past?
Oh, it feels
Yes.
huge.
Feels pretty grandiose. It's
Yeah.
kind of awesome. Yeah.
I like the waterfalls. I think that kind of really helps with scale because it's kind of like
Yeah.
towering above everything else. But I mean, just picturing like Niagara Falls with a big giant castle on top, it's awesome.
Yeah, that really helped with the scale of things when you said how
And it's
big.
red.
Yeah.
I made that decision when I was coloring it. I was like, what if it was red? So it like totally stands out.
Nice. Very good.
I wish that Christina had done what she did to the werewolf to all those ogres a couple sessions ago. So she took out a werewolf in like a turn.
I didn't know I could do that.
That's well, I mean, natural 20s.
Yeah,
Natural 20s help.
yeah. I was really hoping to bridle, to muzzle him with like the bridle,
I'm gonna do this on camera
and
just
just like ride on your shoulders.
to prove that
Perfect.
I am doing it.
Oh,
Because I've been
XP?
I've been doing it afterwards. This is actually gonna be quite a few. Let's see. It's 140 each. Plus, let's just do an additional 200 star XP on top of that, just for all the stuff we've been doing lately. For I'm a generous god.
So 340 total.
so it's 1860.
You guys getting close?
No.
It's about 1,000
Well,
away now.
Okay.
Less than
Okay.
1,000, so
Yeah, a little less.
Okay. Man, leveling feels slow.
Man,
All of a sudden.
from 3 to 4 is ridiculous.
Maybe we'll get some serious star XP here because we're next time gonna probably close the arc as Christine is going to meet with Lord Easter, and perhaps Rasper will have to face his past, and we'll finally learn what it is.
especially since he's liquored up now, we can all just be like, okay,
Yeah.
Oh God.
Actually, I'm gonna remind myself. I want to start the scene with Rasper being drunk and telling
story
everyone
time.
the story
Oh no!
Yes.
of
Yes.
in the private quarters, but maybe.
Oh, okay, not like to the cooks and
No.
the bullywugs.
May-
Okay,
maybe.
that's what I thought.
I love that. He's not
that's-
telling us.
We're
Yeah,
gonna start with
guys.
Rasper telling someone the story while blitzed on 100 gold piece of bottled wine.
I like that he just stayed in the kitchen and is telling the random kitchen staff his background.
There's a bullywog who's just like nodding, who doesn't understand a word he's saying. Oh, bullywog. Thanks for watching. Give us a subscribe, give us a comment. Not a lot of rules calls for us to do today. tell me what you would have done, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. Any questions you have? I'm starting to post more world stuff on the d6mafia.com website. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Oh, and happy late Halloween.